when we contacted the mayor's office, he very fondly remembered the time when we inaugurated the opening of our center. He also very fondly remembered Swami Tejomayananda, and he was very committed and very pleased with the way Chinmaya Mission has contributed and has become such a good neighbor, where there were so many hesitancies about Chinmaya Mission starting here and how it would affect the neighborhood. It has turned out to be a very good influence, a very friendly neighbor to the community, and we would like to share what Mayor Harvey Hall offered through his proclamation for us. He said, "Friends, as Bakersfield's mayor, it is indeed a pleasure to acknowledge the contributions to our community the Gokul Chinmaya Mission Spiritual Center has made over the past decade." So it's been a full decade and we've been here doing well. And to welcome Swami Tejomayananda, who will give 3 days of talks regarding the philosophy of action in life through June 24th through 27th. Our city is a place of rich diversity, and the positive influence the local Indian community brings to our city enriches Bakersfield in many ways too numerous to mention. Many of our citizens live here by the virtue of birth, but our Indian brethren call Bakersfield home by choice. And that is the highest compliment that can be paid. We are better because of this presence, and it is my fervent hope that you believe you have made the right choice by being with us. We are all at home here together. I wish each of you blessings on the quest to attain added personal growth, serenity, and improved efficiency, as well as peace and harmony. Respectfully yours, Mayor Harvey Hall.
I thank Mayor from the depth of my heart. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Nitam Karunamaya Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvam Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanur Vardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Invoking God's grace and our Pujya Gurudev's blessings, I extend a very, very hearty welcome to you all here. Some of you who may not be familiar with our organizational way of greeting, so we say Hari Om. So you may be wondering what is Hari Om, because it may sound as Hari Om. One of the places it so happened that among our mission members, when we pick up the phone, automatically it comes Hari Om instead of saying hello. And by mistake it was a wrong number, wrong connection. So the other side, the person was an American. He heard Hari Om. He said, "What? I am already home." Hari is one of the names of the Lord, one who removes our sufferings. And the word Om indicates the supreme reality. That's how we greet Hari Om. So remembering the Lord, we greet each other. Swami Ishwarananda gave a very brief, beautiful introduction to this topic. The word Vedanta is understood in many ways as a philosophy, but I will start from a very basic thing. The holy scriptures of Hindu religion, they are called Vedas. Veda means, one meaning is treasure of knowledge, and other meaning is a means of knowledge, instrument of knowledge. And the end portion of Vedas is called Vedanta technically. As Swami Tejomayananda said, it means a culmination of knowledge. Now first I want to tell you, so what is the difference in studying Vedanta and let us say physics, chemistry, or history, or other material sciences? Because somebody will say physics, also he has a book, and this is metaphysics, another book. Book and book, what is the difference? So, the difference must be understood. I will give an example. Suppose somebody gives you a wristwatch or a diamond ring. In example, you can give anything. That's the best part. So, very expensive watch is given, or a diamond ring is given. What will happen? Your attention will remain focused on that object, right? You want to know which watch is this of which company, what are the special features of that. Sometimes some people tell me that they have a wristwatch which can measure blood pressure also, or they can make a phone call. And when I ask them to make the phone call, he said, but I don't know how to do it. Because so many features are there. How expensive or cheap it is. So many ways you can think of that. How the diamond ring also. Now this is one. But suppose someone gives you a mirror, or you take a mirror in your hand. That mirror is an object, and diamond ring also is an object. But do you know the difference? When you look at that watch or the ring, your attention is there on that object. But when you look into that mirror, what happens? You see yourself. And your attention is not on the mirror. Whatever kind of reflecting surface it may be, even it may be a convex mirror or concave mirror or plane mirror made in Belgium. I don't know why there is something in my mind that in Belgium they have got good mirrors. Maybe some notion is there in my mind. Or anywhere else. But you start looking at yourself and appreciating your own beauty. Or suppose some dirt is there somewhere, immediately you have to clean it, wipe it. So even though this is an object, that is an object, but this mirror is a very peculiar thing. that it turns our attention to ourselves and we know that. In the same way, when you read this Vedanta, otherwise called Upanishad, or the scriptures like the Gita, I can speak only of the scriptures which I have studied. Which I have not studied, I can't say anything about that. So when you read that, your attention goes to yourself, understanding yourself. And that is why this scripture is called as Adhyatma Shastra. Physics, chemistry is called Bhautik Shastra, Rasayan Shastra in Sanskrit language. Means it is dealing with some material thing, elements, but Adhyatma is about yourself. Sometimes, when you say spiritual knowledge, also people get frightened. What is spiritual knowledge? Because they have got ideas of spirits also. Bodiless spirits and world. Not that. Here spiritual knowledge is knowledge of your own self. And that's why this Vedanta should be studied. But to see or know anything, one thing has to be there, that some distance has to be there. Something is very close to myself, then I don't see it. Even if I take this book and I put to my eye is so close, I will not see it. Something very closer than I can see. And closest to myself is myself, and therefore it is difficult to know oneself. Others, we criticize very easily, praise very rarely. But other people's faults, these, that are understood because we see that. But what about ourselves? It requires objectivity and a detached view. I have to have a detached view, and somebody has to introduce me to myself. What a strange thing. And that's why we need a teacher also. So Vedanta is that scripture that reveals to you who you are at different levels, starting from your physical level up to the highest. And suddenly we come to know, oh, we did not know anything about ourselves. What a strange thing. I knew about this, I knew about that. About nuclear science and atomic physics, particle physics and quantum physics, and I knew nothing about myself. So Vedanta is that means of knowledge which reveals to us our own true self. That is one aspect of it. Second aspect is, we all want to be happy. Is there anyone who doesn't want to be happy? When we were studying as students, one day our Swamiji asked, is there anyone who doesn't want happiness and wants sorrow? And one student was there, he raised his hand. Strange. So Swamiji asked him, why do you want sorrow? He said, because I feel good. So then again, the feeling of goodness only you want. Why? Sometimes we want sorrow because that is the only time we get sympathy from people. So otherwise we don't get any sympathy. So we feel happy also. Nobody serves us otherwise. Anyway, so we want happiness. And what we do or what we have been doing from time immemorial, in general, what man is doing is all the time trying to bring some change in the outside world. I think I am not happy here, I will be happy there. I am not happy with this object, I will be happy with that object. I am not happy with this person, with that person I will be happy. With this job I am not happy, with that job will give me happiness. So either I go on changing the places or go on bringing some changes in my external world. And what the net result? After doing all this, you ask that person, how are you now? If he is very honest, he will tell what he is. And you don't want to hear the honest answer anyway. That's why any time when you meet somebody, you ask, how are you? And then you proceed further, don't wait for his answer. He also says quickly, fine, thank you, but suppose some person, you ask someone, how are you? And he says, sit down, I want to tell you. You will run away immediately because you know what. What is the result? So, we are changing. What does Vedanta say? Vedanta says, I will give another example about the Vedanta's way of thinking. He says, you are changing, everything is fine. There was a young boy in a family, maybe about 8, 10-year-old maybe, and rather very mischievous. All the time giving some trouble to something all the time. The mother was, really tired of that. One day in a holiday, she told her husband, you have to take care of him. I can't take care of him. And father said, oh, my holiday is gone now. My Sunday, son, please take care of this boy. But anyway, he thought of one thing. It's a very beautiful story. Many of you might have heard it, read it, known it. No harm in hearing again. What he saw, a big picture of world map in front of him on his table. A thought came to his mind, and he called him, that boy, and said, I will tear this into pieces, and you have to join in such a way that the whole picture is again exactly as it is. World map, remember? So the boy sees here and there, both the sides, and he says, okay, do it. And the father tore into few pieces, go now. Father thought at least 2-3 hours, I will be free, but he came within half an hour. And when he saw everything was perfect, how he had joined, he was wondering, how did you do it? He said, it's very simple. Very simple. Because worldwide we don't know where is America, Africa, and this, that. He said, I didn't see this side, you see the other side of it. And when he saw the other side of that paper, there was a photo or picture of a man. There was some ad of clothing, shirting, shooting and all that. Picture of a man. He said, I joined him. So the other side automatically got joined. Because these